I like to stay proactive when we're applying a maintenance program to any irrigation system. This is a dual line drip irrigation on almond trees, and we've been treating this block for a couple years now, but I like to make sure we have the right product and the right rates going into the irrigation system to prevent any fouling or plugging that might occur. I like to do these field inspections this time of year as the weather starts to increase, because if there's going to be a challenge, it's when the weather changes a little bit. So anytime water sits in this black tubing really between irrigations, it has a chance to grow some biological or algae. So I want to make sure that I'm staying proactive and ahead of the game, and if I need to make any pump adjustments, now's the time to do it. What I'm going to do is inspect some of the tubing in the field, and then pull some water samples, test pH, do some pressure readings, and some catch can tests just to validate that we're keeping the system operating at that optimum DU. Piece of tubing out of the field, I'm going to go ahead and dissect it and run my finger down the pipe wall, and then take a look at the emitter itself just to make sure there's nothing new, nothing growing in there. Overall, it looks pretty clean, not a lot of slime buildup in here. I'm going to shave down this emitter a bit just to make sure the filters in there are doing their job and I'm not seeing any biological issues that are going to persuade me to adjust any feed rate in the product itself. Doing inspections like this throughout the year is very important to make sure you have the adequate feed rates and the proper chemistry to prevent fouling or plugging in your drip irrigation system. So I'm going to do some uniformity testing here. I'm going to measure emitter output, and I'm going to see if there's a variation between different emitters throughout the whole irrigation system. And this will tell me if there's a plugging issue or if there's any adjustments that I need to be making on the equipment itself or the chemistry. But what I'm looking for is a variation in flow. If they're uniform and they're putting out about the same amount of water, then that's a good sign. I like to open up an end of a hose and let the water run out and look for pressure. See if there's any suspended solids or dissolved solids that are running through the irrigation tubing. And I like to pull a water sample and see what's floating around in there, if anything, just to make sure we're not missing anything on our end. So this specific grower is looking for a pH of 6.8 to 7, and I'm going to measure the pH of the irrigation water just to make sure it's within his desired range. So when I take pressure reading, I take it at several spots in the field. Use a hose punch here. Get the PSI. Record that data, and then obviously plug this up with the goof plug for the grow. When I walk the field too, I want to look at the wetting patterns, make sure they're nice and uniform and they're putting out about the same amount of water. I like to look at the irrigation system, but I also like to look up and see what's going on as far as crop wise. Look at the crop set and look at the overall health, and what you're looking for is a uniform pattern. Make sure everything's operating the way it's supposed to be.